All right, guys, how's it going? Now, listen, don't start caps locking me to death, right? Don't start caps locking me to death. If you don't want to buy in to Mbappe 2024 or 2025, 2026, right? If you don't want to buy into any of them, right, don't watch the video. The giveaway is in the title of the video, right? And I appreciate I'm making 2 videos today about Kylian Mbappe. However, the first video that I made earlier today, right, when I recorded that, this wasn't available to me. I wasn't aware of it. So I'm recording a video now that I am aware of this, and I want to show it to you. And I don't know if you can see it in español, okay? Mundo Deportivo en España, today, aquí, hoy. The Liverpool, basically it's to do with Mo Salah, right? And Liverpool, what's the word? Liverpool long for Mbappe as a replacement for Mo Salah. There we go. So let's take a look at this article. So basically, in a nutshell, Mundo Deportivo, Spanish publication, are throwing us in there again today with a little bit different, right? So there's a few things here that we should be whether we should consider. Like this headline, for example, says, this isn't Mundo Deportivo, but this says, that's touched on Mundo Deportivo, says Liverpool owners ready to make effort for signing. Player can become idol and icon at Anfield, right? And then this article talks about, previous reporting to do with Mbappe, Le Whip recently in France. They claimed that Liverpool have never broken contact with the player's entourage. Earlier this month, AS, which is a Spanish publication, said Liverpool were ready to take advantage of any small opportunity to sign their long-term target. Right? So, I've said this in many videos. It would be a small chance, and based on several other things, like someone has to go with Real Madrid for it to come up, right? I can't go over it all again. And Mo Salah would have to be sold to finance it. And Jurgen Klopp would probably have to extend his contract. But the media have been banging on that this is possible, right? We are talking about, we're not buying into it, right? We're just talking about it, okay? So the article in Mundo Deportivo basically goes along the lines about how much he wanted to sign for Real Madrid. But they would have to compete with the likes of Junior and Bellingham to be the main star, right? You know what I mean? Like, so obviously when he at PSG, he had to compete with the likes of Neymar and Messi and that. Whereas if he went to Liverpool, he would be given what's called the King's Throne. In other words, if he goes to Liverpool, he's the main man. He's not just, a star among stars or alongside stars. And this is what the Spanish are going with, all right, today. And in Spain, they're saying they believe Salah's time at Anfield could be coming to an end. And that Liverpool, this is why Liverpool, we could be sniffing around Bugaloos. Now, if, could have, should have, if my auntie had been born with balls, she'd be my uncle, right? If Mo Salah leaves, Mundo Deportivo claim that FSG are going to do everything they can to turn Mbappe into an idol and an icon at Anfield, right? It's slightly different. This is now going into the important thing, I think, from here, whether you believe this or not, and I'm not gullible. I'm really not gullible or naive at all. I'm not. The suggestion here, right, and it's a new suggestion by the media that are close to PSG and Real Madrid, whatever, depending on who you're listening to. The new suggestion here by Mundo Deportivo in Spain is that the player maybe wants to be the main man, the king of the throne, right? And he wasn't really that at PSG, and he wouldn't really be that at Real Madrid. But if he went to Liverpool, who he's got a soft spot for, he'd be the main fucking man. And the article claims that Liverpool owners have expressed intentions of making him, what was it, an idol and hero, whatever, I don't know. We all have our opinions about Fenway. What do you think of straight away when you say Fenway? We come not to pay. So straight away you're thinking, nah, don't, mate. He's still on that vodka from Saturday. I'm not. I'm fucking not. If Mo Salah, if he was sold, right, and Real Madrid were, and I'm telling you, I'm fucking telling you, but he's going to Real Madrid. We know he's going to Real Madrid. That's it. He's going to Real Madrid. But I'm allowed to talk about it. And so is anybody else that wants to believe Mbappe 2024 or 2025 or 2020. It's one of them forever, isn't it? But listen, I know we're having a giggle, right? But there's some really serious suggestions there. I have never thought about it possibly being in his mind. Well, if I went to Liverpool, or a club that I've got great admiration for, they've just won this, they've just won that. If that happens, right? And if the numbers were right, he'd be the main man for fucking years. He wouldn't be alongside. It depends. You guys, some of you tell me, oh, he's arrogant, he wants to be this, he wants to be that. Well, does that play into the suggestion of Anfield then? Because if he wants to be look, I'm the big fucking I am, go to Liverpool, he can do it. You know, have I won anyone in here? Listen, guys, right? Number one, transparency. I couldn't give a fuck what he does, right? To be honest with you. I like him. I don't believe in paying it, over the odds for players, blah, 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 blah. But I also know about the potential of having such great players at your club. And from a marketing perspective, branding, every fucking thing. Would your kit suppliers, your kit deals, all these sort of people, do you think they would like to see him at fucking Liverpool? Do you think they'd stump up some coin? But for the slightest possibility, Liverpool have to win some major, so we'll probably have to win the league. Right? Because it looks good, doesn't it? Right? Especially if they beat City to it, you know what I'm saying? Well, they've obviously beat City if they won the league. Mo Salah would have to be sold to finance it. There's just like, I've seen people comment saying, wouldn't it be nice to have, but that's the only way that it could possibly even be considered. And I think Jurgen would probably have to extend his contract, which, let's be honest, if he got, if the owner said to him, look, if we get him, would you stay with us? You know what I mean? I'm fucking down with Mbappe 2024. It's fucking on. It's on. We just got to hope that these relations with what they call Real Madrid just keep, because they issued them statements yesterday, didn't they? His camp saying, hey, we won't be bullied by you fuckers. And then the Times are telling us that he's now considering England. And then today, in wherever the fuck it was that we read it, they were saying English clubs have been invited to submit proposals. And if it was so nailed on that he can now do it January 1st onwards, right? I believe. There's no announcement now in the place in. I haven't made my mind up. I ain't saying he's coming to Liverpool. It's starting to. I would fucking never say never, man. If you saw some birds I pulled in my life, you'd be thinking, but Duncan fucking pulled it. You know what I mean, man? Come on.